Today marks the 80th anniversary of the deadliest plane crash in Maine history. An Army bomber tried to land at the airport in Portland, but crashed into the Redbank trailer park in South Portland.
19 people died. Most of them were young mothers and children on the ground. Back in 2009, Caroline Cornish talked with people who were working to make sure that tragedy is not forgotten.
Virginia M. Westcott Garish, 26.
Most of the 19 people who died in the Redbank plane crash were young mothers and their children. So were the family members who survived.
This is the first time I've been back since it happened.
Florence Walker, then 6 years old, is alive today because her father sent her to the store for cigarettes.
John Hume, 2 years old.
Both her baby brother and her parents died in the crash.
When I came out to go back, there was fire everywhere. And no one would let me try to get home.
Peggy Etter's brother was the pilot, Philip Russell. She was waiting at the airport for him with his mother, his wife, and his baby daughter. She remembers the fear in his wife's voice as she heard Russell communicating with the operator in air traffic control just before the plane went down.
She said, "There's something wrong." And I said, "Why? What makes you say that?" She said, "His voice is different."
For the first time since the crash 65 years ago, these survivors and witnesses have come together near the crash site in South Portland. John Kierstead, who grew up in South Portland and heard the story of the crash as a boy, is determined to erect a permanent memorial here to those who died that day. He feels he owes it to the survivors.
They're getting older and I'm not getting any younger. And to try to get this done and get this memorial up for these people, it's all consuming, but it's a consumption that I'm really attached to.
Kierstead is trying to raise $10,000 for the memorial. He feels the tragedy has been forgotten long enough. And while many of these witnesses and survivors say the events of July 11th, 1944 remain painful memories, they're glad someone else cares to honor those who died here. The way Etter sees it.
Better late than ever, that's right.
That was Caroline Cornish reporting. A year after that story aired, there was a memorial installed. It is located off Westbrook Street near the entrance to Redbank Village in South Portland. The cause of the crash, never determined.